We got shirts on sale. Express your evolution and starter Pokemon love by buying an Evolution Family shirt and Which One starter shirt. Link will be in the description below. Here we go, another week of typings. This week we got electric typing. Electric typing is a typing that I thought once again we would be getting until later. Ghost type always seems to get gypped and I feel so bad for it. But nonetheless, I love electric types from the adorable Pikachu clones all the way to majestic Pokemon like Tapu Koko. I only dislike maybe 1 or 2 electric type Pokemon and that's truly it. All the rest of these Pokemon will be positive responses for the most part. When giving my opinions on all these Pokemon, I'll be including all the Mega Evolutions, regional variants, and everything. All electric Pokemon will be given an opinion. Like always as well, leave your favorite typing in the comments below, and whatever typing gets the most upvotes will be the typing for next week. Alright, let's get started. What better way to start off than with the mascot of the Pokemon franchise, Pikachu. Pikachu is honestly one of the cutest Pokemon there is, and there is really no wonder why it's the mascot. I'm not the first person to say this, but it's basically Japan's Mickey Mouse. Pikachu is so iconic and recognizable around the world, and it's just not hard to love. Sure, Ash's Pikachu has made me mad a few times over the years, but at the end of the day, I love that adorable little electric rodent. Also, all the forms of Pikachu, Luchador, everything, they're pretty cute. Not much to say about him. Now we have Pikachu's less beloved evolution. Now I don't have anything against Raichu personally, I think it's cute and a great evolution to Pikachu, but I feel like Game Freak regrets making Raichu now, even though Pikachu was never really intended to be the mascot in the first place. It's a shame that Raichu is the only electric rodent evolution, because it really would have been awesome to see more of the others evolve as well. Oh well. At the very least, Game Freak did give us Alola and Raichu in the Gen 7 games. I love this Pokemon so much. Like I said in my second types video, I love the whole idea that the reason it evolved the way it did in Alola was because of eating pancakes. That's just too ridiculous and I love it. I've expressed this a few times before, but the Alolan forms were such good ideas and I really hope they do continue them in the Galar region, because if we get results like we did with Alola and Raichu, then we're going to be in for a real treat. Literally. Continuing on about Alolan forms, we have the Geodude line. I don't have a whole lot to say about Alolan Geodude since it's basically just the same, except it has big eyebrows. Oh, and Rock Electro typing, this line's pretty dope. It went from being a meatball to being a bigger meatball with a unibrow and gross hairy arms. Blech. Now Alolan Golem has a pretty awesome design. The giant railgun on its back is dope, and the fact that it uses it to shoot rocks at opponents is really cool. Although it doesn't bother me, I will say it's pretty funny that regardless of whether it's male or female, it still has the big mustache and big bushy beard chest hair thing. Not hating on Magnemite, but it's just floating magnets and a big eye. Not super amazing. That statement goes triple for Magneton, considering it's literally just 3 of them put together. Now Voltorb I actually do like. The design is based off of the Mimic concept in RPGs where it's a monster that resembles an item you interact with in the game's world. In Voltorb's case, it's a Pokeball. I do kind of like the theory about how it's a Haunter that possessed the Pokeball but it can't get out. It might be even more simple than Magnemite and Magneton, but I like its concept a lot better. Electrode on the other hand, sucks. I can appreciate Voltorb's design for what it is and the time that it came out in, but Electrode is just super lazy to me. You just flip Voltorb upside down and give it a mouth, and that's it. What a bummer. This is also my least favorite Pokemon of all time. It's literally a garbage fire. Electabuzz to me is still one of the coolest Pokemon to this day. It's just got such an awesome design and was made better as a whole with its pre-evolution and evolution. Also, its cry in the anime is just ridiculous. Look it up if you haven't heard it before. Ah, Jolteon, what a great Pokemon you are. Definitely one of my favorites on this entire list. Of course, I have a bit of a bias because I love all the evolutions almost equally, but I can't help it. They're all just so great. Jolteon is cute and always is fun to use in an in-game playthrough. It might not be as good as some of its counterparts in competitive, but it can still be fun in its own right. Give it a chance. Zapdos was so dope in Pokemon 2000. The way how it communicated with Pikachu was so interesting. I had no idea Pokemon could connect and talk to each other electrically. So many years ago, I wanted to use a Chinchou on my team. I could never find out where to catch one. 5 years later in 2005, I made it happen. And recently in a Gold Nuzlocke, I was able to use it again. But I kind of made it faint. I'm sorry, Chinchou. I really am a horrible trainer. Squishy! Finding Nemo! It's a Finding Nemo reference. I love Lantern and P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way Sydney. Iconic. As a Palutena main in Smash Ultimate, this Pokemon is dreadful to go against. It's still cute though. You are so adorable and I love your shiny form so much. Sheep are one of my favorite farm animals, so seeing Mareep made into a Pokemon really made me happy when I caught one on my first Pokemon Silver team. Ugh, you're just so adorable. Why do you have to be so cute? Molly had you in Pokemon 3 and I loved it. Amphi Palu Palu. Props for being able to light up the lighthouse in Olivine City. I can say Ampharos is my second favorite electric Pokemon. I have used one on just about every Johto team I have used. I love how it gets Fire Punch as well in Generation 2. I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball, and every time I see Mega Ampharos, I think of Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Also, its hair is super long, and I remember naming my Mega Ampharos L'Oreal, as in L'Oreal shampoo. Like I said in Electabuzz's entry, I like Elekid a lot. I think it's a great addition to its evolutionary line, even if some would just think of him and the other baby Pokemon is filler Pokemon. It's just so cool that its head is shaped like an electrical plug. Even its beta design was kind of neat, being based off of a Tesla coil. This is a Pokemon I wish we could have seen more on the Pokemon anime and in the movies. I wish Raikou could have gotten a movie, or at least be relevant in something important. It's still one of my favorite electric type Pokemon though, that's for sure. I remember Watson capturing one of these in the Pokemon anime, and I thought it was super cute. I have used a Manectric several times on my past Pokemon teams, and I have to say, I love using it. Also, super glad I made it into the best team series. Manectric needed this Mega Evolution. I love it a lot. Plusle is super adorable and was really cute in Destiny Deoxys. Literally exactly what I said about Plusle, except it's blue and more adorable. Also, Marilyn had a Minun in his Pokemon Omega Ruby Wedlock named Onion, and that little bugger was awesome to watch. Shout out to my boy Old School Sin for being an awesome dude. I like Shinx because of him. Luxio's alright I guess, its face is kinda funny. This is one of the most underrated Pokemon ever created. This Pokemon should have gotten a Mega Evolution, and it should be an electric and dark type. Why it's not, I literally have no idea. Step on it, Game Freak. I better see a Mega Evolution for this dude, or at least a regional variant. Luxray deserves all the best for it. All I know is, VGC 2014, the world champion just used Pachirisu like a boss. Now, I may have been hard on Magnemite and Magneton, but I have to say that Magnezone is freaking dope. Its design is super unique compared to its previous forms and looks like a UFO, and as a nice bonus, it's pretty good and competitive too. I will say evolving it can sometimes be a pain in the butt because it often takes place late game. I hope Game Freak fixes that in all future generations and makes evolving into Magnezone happen a lot sooner. This is my favorite electric type Pokemon. Its design is super cool, it has a crazy good move pull, and the entire reasoning as to why I love it so much is because Gary used it against Ash and kicked his butt. Rotom is one of the coolest Pokemon there is. Electric Ghost is such a cool type combination, and the lore of it being based on a poltergeist is just so incredibly cool. Its 5 different forms are all pretty cool as well, which is why I'll be talking about all of them separately. It's weird they all lose their ghost typing, but it would also be weird if they didn't gain their respective typings for the objects they possess. So unless they introduce a Pokemon having a third type, this is the best they can do. First up is my favorite of the bunch being Rotom Heat. I just like everything about it. The type combination of electric and fire is dope, and it's just really fun to use and competitive. I like that in its design that its hands are oven mitts. There's just so much to love about this little toaster oven. Next up is my second favorite being Rotom Wash. Obviously, Rotom Wash is the best competitively speaking out of all of them, but also he's just a cool looking guy. Electric/water isn't the most out there type combination at this point, but it's always still cool to see. I don't have much else to say about it. I like it. Frost Rotom is pretty bad and competitive unfortunately, but at least it's cool looking with a cool type combo. Being that purple is my favorite color, I really appreciate its aura. Also, I hope you guys got that cool joke. What's even the point? Levitate and flying type. It cuts grass. This baby zebra is pretty cute. Don't really have much to say about it other than that. Zebstrika is just a bigger, more badass zebra. It doesn't do anything special design or concept-wise, but sometimes simplicity just works. Zebstrika is cool for what it is, and the fact that it can get a few fire-type attacks makes it even cooler in my book. This is one of my favorite Pikachu clones. It's precious and utterly adorable. I love running the moveset of Agility and Electro Ball. If used properly, this can be a lot of fun to use against people. Elasis Emolga sucks though. This Pokemon is so microscopic and adorable. I could fit it in my Nintendo Switch case. Glad I could include Galvantula in my best team series. It's really underrated, and the ability it has being Compound Eyes is seriously special. It looks like something inappropriate. Wait, you exist? I forgot. The one Pokemon I remember out of this evolution line. I like the fact that it has Levitate and literally 0 weaknesses. It's also got a super great and fun move pool to run. I used to use Electros a lot in Pokemon League format. I know a lot of people don't care for it, but I like Stunfisk. He's really derpy and ugly, but he's really cool. Japan seems to really agree with that sentiment as well. I love using Nasty Plot Substitute with Thundurus. Cool Pokemon to use in competitive for sure. I gotta say, the Genies are my favorite in the regular forms, but the Therian forms are really top notch. Thundurus' Therian form is really cool in the sense that it looks like a tiger mixed with a dragon. Not my favorite out of the 3, but definitely not bad either. A dragon and electric type Pokemon, and a great one at that. My favorite of the Unova legendaries, easily. Helioptile is a little derpy looking, but it's cute. Helioisk is a bit cooler though. The frilled neck lizard is super cool, so having a Pokemon based off that is so nice. It has a pretty solid shiny, so overall no complaints from me about it. It's cute. Not my favorite Pikachu clone, but I can definitely appreciate it, especially since it helped introduce people to the fairy type, a typing I've come to love over time. On another note, I really like Bonnies in the anime, or I guess I should say Clements. Charjabug is actually one of the coolest. It gained its secondary type before its final evolution, has a cool cry, and looks like a battery mixed with a bus. He's a cool little bugger, literally. I love Vikavolt. It was a pleasure putting you on the Alola best teams. This Pokemon gets unnecessary hate. Stop it. Pom-Pom Oricorio is adorable. I love the way how it just dances and gets excited. I saw it in the Sun and Moon anime recently, and it's more adorable than before. Not my favorite of the Pikachu clones, but I will say Sophocles' was pretty adorable. Not my favorite of the Tapus, but I love how it constantly challenges Ash. I want to see Ash actually win against Tapu Koko. I look forward to this day. My favorite Ultra Beast is Xurkitree. There's just something I love about it. It's all the wires and the unique creativity behind its design. I can't really explain it, I just love it. Zeraora is pretty awesome, and I wish it would have been a Smash Ultimate character, hoping that we get it as potential DLC in the future. Well, those are my opinions on all the Electric-type Pokemon. Electric-type Pokemon are pretty cool to say the least, and there's no real hate for any of these mons. As always, let me know your favorite Electric Pokemon in the comments below, as well as your favorite typing. Whatever typing gets the most upvotes will be the typing we use next week. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Nintendo content like shiny hunting, Pokemon stuff, Zelda, Fire Emblem, and much more. Want to support me further and gain cool perks? Check out my Patreon. Fly Jubilee, Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Pal491, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Awesome Lego, and Jarrett Ruiz also did. I want to thank them personally for going above and beyond. It means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.